Well, I never said to bring arms. I was simply drawing a hypothetical. If you're going to go to a county board of supervisor meeting to make a citizen arrest, you're going to immediately encounter the sergeant of arms in the meeting, which is usually
it would be the sheriff.
Is the sheriff deputy. Yeah.
Well, you can summon the sheriff himself. This would be a big event. You would issue a notice to the sheriff to appear.
Go ahead.
You are correct. You will run into a sergeant at arms or a security officer, and as we all know, God bless them, they're dumber than a box of manure. All they know to do is what they're told to do, and they don't even know who has authority to tell them what to do.
That's right.
So you do have a problem there, but there is a possible solution in that you speak to the security officer first and inform him what is about to happen, and that it is a lawful procedure, and if he has any question, he needs to call his immediate superior or the chief of police or sheriff, whoever his superior happens to be, or the county attorney.
Well, most likely what would happen, he would call his superior chief or supervisor, and 5 or 6 more deputies would come running, armed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That is a possible scenario also. And you should likely. You should prepare mentally for these contingencies and be sure they are recorded some way, somehow, whether it's audio or audio visual.
Both.
Have somebody secreted it off to the side with a camera or a cell phone running, taking pictures, movies, transmitting it to the cloud. But you know, there's ways to handle these things, and you can, and you know, there's a video on YouTube. I saw it a couple of years ago where 2 guys arrested a city council, and they told them, "You're under arrest. Don't think about going anywhere." And they called the sheriff. The sheriff came out. Yep. Y'all are under arrest, and I got to take you in. And that's what the sheriff did.
Do you know what state that was in?
Wisconsin or Michigan. It was one of them cold states.
Okay.
Where them boys ain't got nothing else to do except sit around and figure out who's screwing them and how to take care of the problem.
Yeah, I just see this strategy of remedy is very dangerous and problematic, and will result in imprisonment.
It is problematic. There is no argument there.
Yes.
But you have to understand that if you're going to go the distance and use the process, then you need to prepare for the eventualities that exist. And the best way I know to do that, well, there ain't but one way to do it, and that's to see that everybody in the county who is holding a public office is fully educated.
Can I jump in there?
I'm sorry.
Paul, we've got a deeper problem. It's not a problem of education. It's a problem of corruption. Okay? They don't have lack of brains. They got malicious intent. They're part of the conspiracy to reduce us all to slaves.
I would agree with you on about 60% of the cases. The rest of the cases involve men and women who lack the education and do not realize that they are being ordered or or manipulated some way into subverting the intent of the law and turning it to an instrument of plunder. And that, by the way, is now a maxim in all federal jurisdictions and most state jurisdictions, that if you are ignorant of the law, then you are presumed to act with malicious intent. Malice and ignorance are synonymous terms in the law.
I'd beg to differ with you there, but
I'm not here to argue that point. I'm just telling you what the federal courts say. If you're ignorant of the law and you don't comply with the letter of the law, then you are presumed to act with malice.
Yeah, that's the municipal jurisdiction. Malice is an issue of fact to be decided by the jury based on evidence on the ground in the situation, and statutory readings of specific code sections are not able to decide whether or not malice exists. But back to Michael's issue,